Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this video, we are going to check out VeChain's price chart. And the last time that we were on this chart specifically, I think we were right around this area. And the idea was that if we get a move down, and in that move, we take this important low about 2.3 cents. At that point, you need to kind of argue that this is, instead of an impulse, just a simple ABC zigzag, meaning our move down is going to continue, and in it we're going to take at least the lowest low down here about 2.3 cents, but we may go a bit more down than that. So what happened? Unfortunately, pretty much that scenario. And here is what I have to say. I actually do see an argument for this move to be a one, probably yes, to about this point, a running flat into wave 2. And what do we have next? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into wave 3, ABC this time into wave 4, or maybe even a WXY, doesn't really matter, and then another 5 wave on the downside into wave 5. So this can be an optimistic sign suggesting some sort of a low in here is set. And pay attention, I said some sort of a low because I really have doubts about whether this point is going to be our final low or not. Why? Because in VeChain, you want to remember that in the recent move down, we actually took this important low, and now finding a complete 5 wave from here to about this high is extremely challenging, leading me to say, you know what, maybe this was overall a correction and our move down in this phase is going to continue, and in it we may take the lowest low all the way down here about 1.7 cents. That's why I think we shouldn't really be too excited at the moment. Now, what is going on starting from here? So here is what I have in my mind. I'm hoping, at least I'm hoping, that this is going to be from this point a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, followed by that. Let's hope that we get a correction and structure, and this might be in the short term a bit of a bullish setup, because after it you may see another 5 wave up. But I need you to remember, on a higher degree, this might be just a simple ABC zigzag into, I'm gonna say, a larger degree wave 4. Why is that? That comes down to the sub waves on some higher degrees. Let's go on H1 time frame and count the waves. Okay, let's actually delete the waves in here so you can see the candles a bit better. Maybe these ones too. There we go. We don't honestly need them. Okay, so I believe from this point, this is impulse down into wave 1, ABC into wave 2, another 5 down into wave 3, ABC or maybe WXY, not important, into wave 4, another move down into wave 5, and here's a catch on a higher degree. This might be into wave 3, and what are we going to have next? The answer is obvious, correction for 4, and then yet another move down into wave 5, and again, you want to remember once more, in this phase down, we may take the lowest low all the way down here, about 1.8 cents. Is it going to be such a bad sign? No. In fact, I'm going to argue in VeChain, if we go down again, it's actually going to be a beautiful buy opportunity for the mid to long term, because the risk to reward ratios in here are making perfect sense. Let's say you want to buy VeChain, not even around the lows, let's say somewhere around the 2 cents area. At that point, what is going to be your stop loss? If you want to be like extremely conservative, I guess you can put your stop under, yeah, maybe this low right in here, about like the 1 or maybe even 0.8 of a cent area. So overall, you're having basically about a 1 cent stop loss. On the other hand, what's your target? If you want to count on an alt season, well, okay, I guess it can be taking the highest high all the way up here about 25 cents, but you know, let's not go that far. Let's just say we're going to get a decent bounce in order to reach to about these areas around the 8 cents area. So even in that scenario, which is not necessarily optimistic, you are having a 1 cent stop loss, but about a 5 to 6 cents target, meaning your risk to reward ratio is about 1 to 6, 1 to 5, which is absolutely amazing. And if you do these types of trades long enough, overall on the margin, you are going to end up making a decent bit of money. So in VeChain, in the short term, I do think we can go up a bit more, but for now at least, I do have some doubt about whether that move is going to be a great sign indicating the final low is in or not. Right now, let's be a bit careful, not jump into any unnecessary bullish conclusion. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in VeChain's chart. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.